Los Angeles, two homeless people. Get out of sight. The stars are coming. We don't want to see you. We don't want the stars to see you. Hey, everybody. JJ here. You're watching Bull, Boom, Bear, Bust. We're going to talk about some recent events in the ongoing homeless situation in Los Angeles, California, which is happening in a lot of other cities, but it's especially pronounced in Los Angeles. We see just so many tents now lining the streets, and even in places where vehicles would park on the side, next to the sidewalks, are now lined with tents in many cases. And this was even reported out of 25 Boston News. Los Angeles accused of forcing homeless to move for the Oscars. And some homeless people were even saying that they were threatened with arrest if they didn't pick up and move. And they were also threatened that their tents and their items would be picked up and hauled away. So, not a very nice way to treat people that are already down on their luck and in a very tough situation, especially when you have mega millionaires coming to town, and that's the reason for trying to move these people out of sight. Up here, this is out of foxla.com, where this homeless person describes what he was told.
They were coming harassing us, coming 3 or 4 times a day saying, with posters saying we had to move, you got to move, you got to move.
He goes by the name DJ.
My tent was by the pole on the end that curves right here. And it was filled with people, but now everybody's gone.
He was living on the 101 overpass, 1 block away from Union Station.
They came to us about a week ago and said that we had to move by Friday, today, 6 p.m., because they were trying to clean it up for the Oscars. And they told us that if we didn't move, they were going to just demolish our stuff. If you have warrants to take you to jail. That if we didn't move, they were going to just demolish our stuff. If you have warrants to take you to jail. And they told us that if we didn't move, they were going to just demolish our stuff. If you have warrants to take you to jail.
So instead of trying to fix the problem, it looks to me like that they're just trying to hide the problem, and they want to hide it now even more quickly with all these celebrities and megastars coming to town. A lot of people say, this is kind of backwards and twisted, the way that these homeless people are being treated. Other people are saying, hey, tough luck. We live in a capitalist society, and if you can't afford a house, you need to go somewhere where you won't be an eyesore to people. And to add insult to injury, these are, again, multimillionaires, celebrities, people that never even have to think about being homeless. And the New York Times reported that they're giving away lavish gifts at the Oscars. This article right here, what's in the Oscar gift bags and why the tradition endures. Much will be different this year's awards, but stars can still claim free liposuction and a getaway to French Polynesia. Isn't it interesting how in this society that we live in, how we treat the well-to-do and the famous so much better than we treat the people that mostly need the help? But it's like everything is backwards, upside down, and twisted. And I think this is one of the reasons why you see so many people out there saying, hey, yes, let's tax the rich, because the wealth is being unevenly distributed. All right, so think about it. Let's go ahead and sweep the problem under the rug, or sweep it off the sidewalks in this case, so some ultra wealthy people can come in and hand out awards to each other for making millions of dollars and acting on a screen. Sometimes it just gets me a bit down, a bit depressed, but here's a little bit of brighter news. LA ordered by judge to provide shelter for entire homeless population on Skid Row by fall. Now, let me guess what's going to happen. The city's going to come back and argue, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough resources. Well, it seems like they had enough money to pay people to go warn the homeless people to get off the sidewalks. I'm sure those people weren't doing it for free. And isn't it funny how they always have money for other projects, but when it comes to helping people that need the most help, sorry, we don't have the money. And sure enough, it didn't take me too long to find this article. It came out just a few days after the story about the judge ordering the homeless to be housed. City of LA plans to appeal judge's order to provide shelter for entire Skid Row homeless population by fall. The City of LA plans to file an appeal against a sweeping order by a federal judge that determined urgent action to get people off of Skid Row, according to court papers filed Friday. The preliminary injunction from Judge David O'Carter calls for the city and county of LA to offer housing or shelter to everyone on Skid Row by the middle of October. It also requires the city to put $1 billion in escrow, roughly the sum of Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti had pledged would go to homelessness initiatives in his upcoming budget. Rob Wilcox, spokesman for the city's attorney's office, declined to comment on the notice of an appeal Friday afternoon. So we have the city fighting back against the judge's order to house the homeless. I mean, does it get any more sick and twisted than that? You tell me. So what do we think about this? I'd like to hear your comments on this, because when I try to talk about this, some people have various opinions and sometimes opposite opinions. I think with all this vacant office space, with all the commercial real estate now that's just sitting there empty, unused, and vacant, that we could easily come up with ways to use these buildings for housing the homeless. Yes, there's going to be complications. It's not going to be easy because you have a lot of people with mental health issues, with substance abuse problems, and a whole lot of other situations that would come up. But why is no one even talking about it? Why is it not being discussed? Why is the solution is just sweep them off the sidewalk, threaten them with arrest, threaten that you're going to tear everything down and throw it away if they don't move off the sidewalk? Right? They should at least have some place to go, some place to get a warm meal, some place to stay warm, to get out of the weather, someplace a little bit safer. Being in a tent's not the safest place to be, especially when you're around other people in desperate times and desperate need. I've watched some videos, and these homeless people, they often get their things stolen by other homeless people. So at least a secure, even a storage unit size place where they can just stay inside, stay out of the weather, and stay safe. You know, have some place they can even lock a door. That would be a step in the right direction. Right? We have the tiny home craze right now happening, where a lot of people are looking for smaller homes for to live on a budget, a smaller budget. We have boxable homes now that are made for under $50,000. They could put those in a park somewhere, or put those on some land that's not being used because of all the, again, the vacant commercial properties right now. I mean, heck, even a $500 to $600 shed from Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards would be much better than what many of these people have now. Even if you bought these people a shed, though, they wouldn't have any place to put it, because they would, again, get threatened to get it taken away or hauled away because it's on someone else's property or on the city's property. Right? So there's so many options that are out there, so many things that they can try to do, but the problem is they're not even trying. It doesn't seem like they're even talking about it. The city's pushing back against an order to house the homeless. I mean, you guys let me know what you think. Pretty sick, pretty disgusting, but hopefully with more people talking about it and reporting on it, maybe something will finally get done, but we'll have to see. Please like and share these videos so the word does get out. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Come back for more news and updates, everybody. Thanks for being here for this broadcast. Hope everybody's doing well at this time. Stay well, stay safe, stay prepared, everybody. Bye for now. Peace.